baby.
It's your dream car.
It's amazing.
Let's get away from the city.
Oh my gosh.
It's miles away from everything.
It's a celebration.
I did not know you guys were coming.
I'm trying to create a moment. I want to give her something she can remember for the rest of her life.
Welcome back to Bandwagon fans. I'm Jeff. Just like to thank all my returning subscribers and invite all the new viewers to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on all the latest movie reviews. Today I'll be talking about Traffik. So, once upon a time I used to do stand-up comedy, not very well, but I had fun and I gave it a try. And one of my earliest bits that I would do was take very traditionally racist jokes and just flip them around to make white people the butt of the joke. And that's basically the same concept that Traffik did. And that concept, that role reversal of races, is probably the most interesting thing about the movie. So here's some highlights from the trailer.
What are you looking at?
You.
That is a hot rod.
Built it myself.
Where'd you learn that? The prison auto shop? Sweet ride, smoking peace in the store. You a ball player?
Not looking for any trouble.
Trouble? Can't hold a polite conversation?
Oh my God.
Gar, get your...
Give me a minute. Sorry.
What are you doing in here?
Okay,
Let's go.
Now.
Okay.
Got a big problem. Can't find the phone.
People I work for do not accept mistakes.
It's crazy. Hey, baby, your phone is ringing.
That's not my phone. Hey, that girl. Something in my gut was telling me that she needed help.
I think I put my phone in your bag by accident.
Let me help you.
Just give me the phone. Just give me the phone, okay? He will kill you.
Hold on!
All right, Traffik. So this is directed by Deon Taylor, and it's starring Paula Patton as Bria, Omar Epps as John, and their friends Rosalind Sanchez and Laz Alonso. Also has Missy Piles as a local sheriff, and Luke Goss as the main bad guy, running a biker gang of trafficking women who are about to be sold into sexual slavery. So, probably the most interesting thing about this movie and what in the trailer made me most intrigued and wanting to see this movie was this idea of flipping all the racial norms. So you have very upstanding middle class black people being threatened by white, in this case, a biker gang, with a woman who appears to be a tweaker that you see in the trailer. And it's just an interesting concept to take these kind of very American norms and turn them on their head. So I was really looking forward to seeing what this movie would do with that concept. Unfortunately, other than just the act of doing it, they didn't really explore the concept to any great length. And it's unfortunate because I'm looking forward to the movie that really, really dives into that nature and shows the complete illogic of a lot of our racial and ethnic norms, or how we conceive of racial and ethnic norms. It'll be nice to see a movie that really challenges those norms. This is not that movie. This is a movie that tries to confront the horrors of sex or trafficking human beings and sexual slavery, and never really quite rises up to the importance of its subject matter. The subject matter, sexual slavery and human trafficking, deserves a really strong movie. This is not that movie. So Paula Patton and Omar Epps play a couple who are, for her birthday, they're given a trip to this amazing house up in the mountains. And if there's one thing in this movie that worked, it is the infinity pool at this house. Wow. if I ever win the lottery, I am finding that house and buying it, because it was a breathtaking view, and easily the highlight of the movie was just that view from that pool. Other than that one particular view, not a whole lot else in this movie worked. The tension part of it, the thriller part of it, took so long to get going, and then it took so long to really hammer home that it's a human trafficking ring, that all the flaws in the movie in the beginning just weren't worth the wait to get to the actual thriller part. The editing in this movie was painful. It was just absolutely bizarre. Conversations from one scene to the next made no sense, where people would say something in one scene, then another scene they'd follow it up, but it's almost like there was like different characters in a different movie. The what they were saying had no relation to what they had just said previously. Some of the editing was, people would be talking on the phone in the same town, and one person is in the middle of the day, broad daylight, the other person is at dusk. And they're just throughout the movie, just atrocious editing. And it really felt like this was the end product of a game of 10 people writing a story without talking to each other. Just let's 10 people write a part of a story and throw it all together at the end and just try to make it work. The chemistry between Paula Patton and Omar Epps, it just wasn't there. Paula Patton was this was definitely like her vehicle. This movie was 100% designed to showcase her, and she showed up chewing every scene she was in, which was pretty much the entire movie is her. Omar Epps really did not show up and was just too low-key, too nonchalant whenever he was on screen. And that juxtaposition between his low-key, nonchalant, and her trying to chew up every scene and emote and cry and squirm and every scene, it was just a bad mix. The other performances kind of had some of the same flaws, where sometimes people really showed up and other times they didn't, and nothing quite worked out. There is a twist in the movie that was just if I saw this in a crowded theater, I have a strong feeling that half the theater would have just laughed out loud at how ridiculous the twist was. Like I said earlier, this movie never really rises to the importance of its subject matter. It's just kind of schlocky, and I'm going to give it 2 stars. And 2 out of 5 stars, that's, watch it and you won't remember you watched it in 3 days. It's just too many issues to really recommend it. If you're a fan of Paula Patton and want to see her giving it her all, then watch it for that reason and pretty much no other reason. So thanks for watching. For those of you that have seen it, leave your comments below. I'm interested to see what you think of the movie. And thanks for watching. I'm Jeff. Get on the bandwagon.